Here are your tactical lessons and suggested lineup for Enzo Maresca. Tactical observations and lineup suggestions. Egbali assists coach. Goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. For the playing system that emphasizes building from the back, Sanchez might not be the ideal goalkeeper. This is because he isn't particularly strong with his feet. In modern football, a top goalkeeper needs to be both an excellent shot stopper and comfortable using both feet. Right back, Reece James and Malo Gusto. Both of these players are brilliant at right back. They should not be played in midfield or at left back, as their strengths lie in their natural position, and Nkunku's position. Nkunku should be utilized as an attacking midfielder, the number 10 role, or as a second striker in formations, like a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-2, similar to Inter Milan's system. You could use him effectively playing just behind Jackson. KDH's position. KDH, presumably referring to Conor Gallagher, is not a defensive midfielder or a right winger. His best position likely lies elsewhere. Cole Palmer, while a fantastic talent, Palmer relies too heavily on his left foot to become even more effective. He should develop his ability with his weaker right foot. Jackson's position. Jackson could be utilized on the left wing as a second-choice striker or as a valuable squad player. Why aren't Jackson and Palmer scoring more? One potential reason for Jackson and Palmer's lower goal-scoring output is that both players predominantly favor one foot and aren't particularly strong in the air. For players in attacking midfield or striker roles, consistently being near the box, being comfortable with both feet, and possessing good heading ability are crucial. Think of players like Cristiano Ronaldo or the original Ronaldo R9, who excelled in these areas. Remember the game against Manchester City? This highlighted the need for more varied attacking threats. Proposed solutions. Consider selling Sanchez, Nkunku, Disasi, and Badiashile. In their place, bring in players like Petrovic, likely referring to George Petrovic, either Asimhan or Jikirs, for a more aerially dominant and two-footed striker. Bastoni, presumably a defender, and Santos potentially a midfielder or defender. Utilizing Jackson on the left wing could help balance the team. Please feel free to share this analysis, like it, and follow for more football insights.
Based on recent form and head-to-head statistics, here's a potential prediction for the Fulham vs Chelsea match on Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Recent form. Fulham. Their recent form has been inconsistent with a win-loss pattern. They lost their last match 1-0 away to Bournemouth after a surprising 2-1 home win against Liverpool. Chelsea. Chelsea's form has also been somewhat inconsistent. They drew their last Premier League match 2-2 at home against Ipswich Town. They also suffered a 2-1 home defeat to Legia Warsaw in the Conference League despite progressing to the semi-finals on aggregate. This home loss led to fan frustration. Head-to-head. Historically, Chelsea has dominated this fixture with 52 wins, compared to Fulham's 13 and 27 draws in 92 meetings. However, Fulham won the reverse fixture 2-1 at Stamford Bridge in December 2024, their first win at Chelsea's home ground in 45 years. Recent encounters have been relatively low scoring. Predictions from sources. Several sources suggest a tight match. One source predicts a 1-1 draw. Another leans towards a Chelsea away win, but also suggests both teams will score. Considering the factors, Chelsea will be keen to bounce back after a disappointing home loss and solidify their push for a European spot. Fulham at home can be a tough opponent, as evidenced by their recent win against Liverpool. They will also be motivated after their win at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season and pushing for a potential European place. Chelsea's away form has been mixed. Prediction. Given Chelsea's need 4 points and their historical dominance in this fixture, considering Fulham's recent home form and their win in the reverse fixture, a close encounter is expected. A likely prediction is a draw, possibly 1-1. However, Chelsea's individual quality, it'd see them edge a narrow victory. It's important to remember that predictions are not guarantees, and the actual outcome could differ.